All right, shalom. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh Bashem El Shai, Bashem Rakakwadash. I'd also like to give double honors to my elders and apostles at Great Millstone that do well. And I would like to say peace and salutations to the Lord's elect, the hopeful elect in 1/3. And Lord's hope this lesson will be edifying and exhorting to the sincere sheep of Yahweh Bashem El Shai, Bahar Rakakwadash. Excuse me. And as the title reads, Omen, James is a surname of Jacob. All right. And I was just watching the elder's video, and he had brought up that incident with that Jake, and it's just pressed on my spirit. So I'm just going to go into it. Okay. If you haven't seen this video, I'm going to share it with you. Okay. But we're going to start off with the scripture in the book of Hebrews. All right. The Hebrews, the 10th chapter. Let's make sure the audio is good. Okay. This is Hebrews 10:31. It is a fearful thing to fall in the hands of the living power. All right. So you're going to understand soon that it's very fearful to fall into the hands of judgment of Yahweh Bashem El Shai. And that word fear goes into terrible. Okay. It's a terrible thing to fall into the hands of the living power. Oh, the scriptures speak about the terrible works of the Lord done to man. Is it? I don't think it's Psalms 55. Let me see. Let's put terrible works of the Lord. Just came to mind. Oh, 66. I thought it was 55. It said, look, the word terrible, right? Psalm 66:5, come and see the works of Yahweh. He is terrible in his doing toward the children of men. You see that? The Lord is terrible. Okay, so we're entering a time where you're going to see some terrible things happening, man. Okay, and it's just really pressed on my spirit to keep using this example. All right, and like Elder Pastor Har said, this video did go viral. But you need to understand that this is an omen. Okay, this is an omen. Now, in this video, if I'm not mistaken, the Jake that's being burned alive, he's asking for another Jake to help him. And he's saying, James. Okay, when you listen to it, he's yelling for his friend or whoever he is. And his name happened to be James. Now, when you look it up, James is a surname of Jacob. Okay, see, is the name James from Jacob. The name James has an interesting history, including the fact that it's actually a translation from another super common J name for boys, Jacob, and comes from the original Hebrew word for Jacob. So when you read the King James Bible, you can also say the King Jacob's Bible, okay? The King Jacob's Bible. The word James is a surname for Jacob. So in this video, he's screaming, okay, for a man whose name is Jacob, and that's what? Jacob's trouble. Jacob's trouble is coming. Okay, let's go back a little.
People gonna get to know who the Most High is, man. This is what the Lord wants to play it again. He wants to hear you again, man.
See, he's yelling, James. Hey, that man sounds broken. Okay, and I'm going to keep using that wording because that's what the Lord does, man. He breaks you down. This Israelite right here sounds broken. And I believe this is who he's calling on. And he's saying, James. Okay, he's yelling for his friend James to help him. And he said, I can't, okay? Because when the time of judgment comes, every Israelite is going to have to face their own in particular lot of judgment. You see? So let's keep going. And just like the elder said, this ain't gnashing of teeth. Now, this is Matthew's 13 and 42. It says, and shall, let me just, matter of fact, let's go to it real quick. So Matthew's 13 and let's start at 41. It says, the Son of Man shall send forth his angels, and they shall gather out of his kingdom all things that offend, and them which do iniquity. Okay, this is going to take place in the fulfillment of the prophecy of Jacob's trouble, and shall cast them into a furnace of fire. There shall be wailing and gnashing of teeth. This is an omen, man. Okay, and I believe Elder Pastor Hart brought that precept out, but it's just pressed on my spirit to bring it out again. Okay, to bring it right out again. This man is in a furnace of fire, which is this vehicle that's an instrument being used to give us a visualization of what Yahweh Shai said is coming. Okay, and I've said it before, and I'm gonna say it again. I've never heard someone scream like this. All right. What's the police gonna do? You know, that to me, you know, I find that you know, I don't want to use the word comical, but almost, you know, when you think about Proverbs, the first chapter, I'm not saying I'm laughing at this man, but it tells you, woe to you that go to Egypt for help. What are the police gonna do? You're calling Esau. What is Esau gonna do? Esau can't stop the judgment of the Lord. You can't turn back a hungry lion. This is an omen, man. Okay. He's calling out for James and he's yelling Jacob. And you see Jacob's in trouble. This is an omen to let you know Jacob's trouble is coming. Isaiah 31:1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help. See? Hey, man, y'all call the police. What are police going to do? Police going to have to be dealing with their own judgment too. Esau going to be having to, it says he shall be in straits. What are they going to do when the Lord is bringing judgment? You can't interfere with the judgment of Yahweh Shemel Shai. You can't call time out. You can't say, hold on. Hey, Esau, the Lord told Esau to stand now in thy enchantments. Satan ain't going to be helping Esau in Jacob's trouble. You see? It says, and stay on horses and trust in chariots because they are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek Yahweh Shemel Shai. Right? He's not seeking Yahweh Shemel Shai. Okay? And like I said before, I'm going to say it again. I believe if he did know the name in this moment, he would be calling on that name. Okay? He would be calling on that name because the position that you're in, there's nothing else that your spirit can cleave to, you know, for comfort. Okay? We're entering a time where there's going to be spiritual judgment. See, right now, people like to look at, ooh, that's going to hurt my flesh. But what about when your spirit, what about when your spirit gets broken? When your spirit gets hurt? When you in the spirit are crushed and condemned? It's a way different feeling. It says they should be of vexation of spirits. It says, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord. But he was calling out for James. He was calling out for Jacob, but he wasn't calling on the Lord. This is an omen. James is a surname of Jacob. See that? Yet he also is wise, and I will bring evil and will not call back his words, but will arise against the house of the evildoers and against the help of them that work iniquity. So you're through and through. The times that we're living in, you're through and through. I'm just doing a real quick lesson. I'm about to wrap it up. but I heard this title in my head, and Yahweh Shemel Shai keeps having me think about this account. This ain't a light thing, okay? This ain't just an accident. No, see, that's what's heavy too. With us being in the end, people don't realize that biblical signs of the end are all around them, but because the end is not yet, it's fully setting them to do evil. So they're not taking into consideration that things that are happening are signs, okay? Just like a great movie. You'll have, in particular, people notice the signs while everybody else is still partying, playing, and BSing. This ain't a light thing right here, okay? And everything that he did in his life at this moment, none of it mattered. None of it mattered. He said, I can't help you. See that? You're going to have to face it. Okay? You're going to have to face it. Let's go back. This was a whole bunch of wailing and gnashing. Revelations 18 and 15. Let's go to this. About to wrap it up. Revelations 18 and 15. The merchants of these things, which were made rich by her, speaking about Babylon, shall stand afar off for fear of her torment, weeping and wailing. See, the lake of fire. People are going to be screaming in this lake of fire. It says they shall be tormented day and night, saying, alas, alas, that great city that was clothed in fine linen and purple and scarlet and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, for in 1 hour. See that? For in one, nothing, not even the best day of this Jake's life can't compare to what he's going through right here. Okay? None of it was worth it. And that's what Jake is going to realize in the time to come, that everything that they were doing, all the wickedness, the inequity, fan in their hand, is not going to be worth the judgment that they receive on the tail end of it. Watch. For in 1 hour so great riches is come to naught, and every shipmaster and all the company and ships and sailors and as many as trade by sea stood afar off and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, what city is like unto this great city? And they cast dust on their heads and cried, weeping and wailing, saying, alas, alas, that great city wherein we were made rich, that all had ships in the seas by reason of her costliness, for in 1 hour is she made desolate. What do you think Jacob's trouble is going to allude to? The ultimate desolation of Babylon, where in the lake of fire will be gnashing and weeping of teeth. Okay? Revelations 20, and I think it's 14. Yep, Revelations 20 and 14. And death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. This is the second death. And whosoever was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire. This is an omen, man. Okay, this situation is an omen. From Jacob's trouble to the ultimate destruction of Babylon. And they're going to be burned alive because you're dealing with a power that is a consuming fire. So I just pressed on my spirit. I just wanted to touch on that topic real quick. I pray this lesson was edifying. Also, exhorting. So take heed. Do not play with Yahweh Shemel Shai. This is a very serious matter. So, in closing, I just want to say, call halal, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahushai Bahashem Rachakwadash. Double honors to my elders and apostles, a great millstone that do root well. With that being said, Shalom.